Good morning, everybody. It's bright and early and nice and chilly outside. I toast to you and all you do. Hope you're having a fantastic morning and you had a great Samhain or last harvest or Halloween or whatever you celebrate. I just want to start by saying thank you to everybody who came out to Pagan Pride yesterday. I had a phenomenal day. I was so busy all day. I was going to try to make a video or take some pictures for Instagram or something, but literally from the moment we got there until we were done, it was just so busy. So thank you so much for everybody who came out and had a good time. It was amazing. So today is the start of our introspective journey, and we are stepping into this darkness. For me, this is one of my favorite times of year. I like turning to this inward time and really resetting, and that way you can reset and be ready for next year. And so I do have a book out right now with Hollowed Stone's Realm. You can find them on Amazon. It's an introspective journal, and it has all of the questions. Today's question isn't going to match, but the rest of the questions will all match up with the book. So if you want to follow along in there, you can. If not, that's fine. Join along whenever you want. This will be a 51 days of introspective questions where we just dive deeper into yourself, and hopefully come out on the other side ready for something grand next year. So today I wanted to start with something that we kind of talked about in the video the other day, but that is really, really important, and that's letting go of past transgressions, of things that you don't need to carry with you anymore. So today, for our introspective journey, get out a lot of paper. Most people are going to need more than one piece of paper. And think about over the last year, the things that you're carrying with you, the transgressions, the frustrations, the hurt relationships, the hurt feelings, the from the petty little things to the big things. If you had a friend betray you, or if you had a friend tell you a white lie, whatever it may be, on that scale, think about those things. And then write them down. Put them in your journal, put them in a space. If you feel like there have been people who have really done you wrong and you feel like you need to say something to them, write them a letter. And whether you send it or not, get those feelings out onto paper. When we hold these feelings inside and we just hold on to them bottled up, we create an eruptive device, and eventually those feelings will bubble to the surface and explode somewhere. Whether that's where they're meant to be or not, we don't know. Sometimes when you're super frustrated, say you're mad at someone for lying to you, you had a friend who lied to you, and you don't say anything to that friend, you just keep going on, and you just keep holding on to that feeling. Eventually you're going to be yelling at your family or your friend, somebody else, because you have that anger inside. You have those, smoldering feelings, and they need to come out. And you don't necessarily have to send these letters to those people. You don't have to go call them and tell them, unless you want to. I really encourage people to be open and honest. Communication is key. If you come together with loving, open communication, then you will come out with love. If you're not willing to go into those conversations with honesty and integrity and love and kindness, no matter how mean somebody was to you, if you're going to try to go have a conversation with them to patch things up or make things better, you need to come into that conversation with forgiveness already in your heart, and not waiting for them to say something to you to forgive you, or for you to forgive them. Because that's a really common misconception that people have with forgiveness, is that forgiveness comes when somebody else tries to fix it, and then you say, oh, okay, you fixed it, now I forgive you. But that's not how forgiveness works. If you've ever been in a relationship where someone cheated on you, and then they came to you and they said, I'm really sorry I cheated on you, I feel really bad, and I'll never do it again, that doesn't fix it. Those words coming from that person will never make it better, because it's not from an external source in which you need to feel better. It's from inside. And one of the things that we'll talk about on this journey through this darkness is your own feelings and owning your own feelings. And the first part of that is knowing that it's you who has to let go, you that has to forgive, you that has to make the changes that you want. You can't depend on the people or the environment around you, because the environment is not going to change for you. You have to adapt to the environment. This is one of the great ways that we can connect with our ancestors, because they didn't have all of the technology and the things and the sugar coating and the whitewashing and the easy. They had hard, cold, harsh reality. This is what it is. And when we have those moments where we are feeling that raw, those are the moments where we are connecting with our ancestors, where we are connecting with the people who came before us, where we're getting in touch with those deeper emotions and feelings. And also strengthening your power and your practice, because when you can work with those feelings productively, instead of it turning into a bubbling, festering, like I just think of one of those science projects where you put the vinegar and the baking soda in the jar and then you put the cap on it. And when you bottle up your feelings and your transgressions and your hurts and your woes and all of that stuff, that's just what it becomes. And so it is festering and festering, and eventually that lid's going to blow. And this is all happening from inside. It's not an external source that makes these reactions happen. This is something that's happening internally. And so you'll have to stop and think about, well, how is this affecting me? How do I want it to affect me? How do I want to feel? And answer those questions about all of your transgressions. So you think, okay, last year I had this bad thing happen to me. How did it make me feel? How do I want to feel about that? How, and how can I make that happen? And sometimes it's just simply letting go. Sometimes it's telling somebody. Sometimes it's writing something down. Or maybe you do need to do some spell work. I have a great spell that I love doing where you write your problems down on toilet paper and you literally flush them down the toilet one piece at a time. And you watch it go away and it's gone. Because these are things that you no longer need. So take a look back over the last year. If you have to go further than that, that's fine. If there's something big that you're still working on. But really just try to keep it within the last year and think about the things that you need to move forward from and write them all down. So that's my challenge for you today. Write down the transgressions and the things that have hurt you and the things that you're holding on to. And think about, how does it make me feel? How do I want to feel about that? And what can I do to change, these negative feelings? And yeah, this one might take a while. This one is a big one. It's a challenge. But we start with this because these are the things that we need to let go of so that we can move forward and be in a better place. So I'm freezing. I'm going to go back inside. Many blessings to you. I hope that you had a blessed Samhain and a beautiful transition in this holiday, and that this introspective journey is great for you. So many blessings. Thank you.